Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the, if not the most popular horror game franchise. I mean, just search FNAF on the internet and you'll see what I mean. Five Nights at Freddy's started off as a small indie horror game in 2014, and ever since the game has been everywhere, pretty much. Like from toys, to books, and to even getting a whole movie. And if you're a fan like me, you absolutely know that insane hype for the film back in 2023. And it still feels crazy to me that this stupid aim with animal robots got a whole ass film. But honestly, I'm not complaining. Now, the first film was alright. It definitely wasn't perfect, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And if you take a look at the money the first film made, you can see that everyone enjoyed it too. And what do you do as a successful Hollywood studio that gets a successful film? You make a sequel! That's right, 7 months ago, the first teaser trailer for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie released. And of course, it gained a lot of hype from the fans. I mean, a lot. Just look at this view count. That's crazy. And about 4 months later, we got our first full-length trailer for the film. And if you take a look at the trailer, gosh, it looks incredible. Like, everything looks perfect. You see the toy animatronics, you see the withered animatronics, you see the puppet. Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much stuff in here. They really are going to cover the whole second game, and I'm glad. I'm actually genuinely so excited for this film. And a few days ago, we got our second, and I believe the last trailer for the film. And, well, it also looks amazing. Like, we're getting so much more. Like, we got to see Henry Emily, we got to see, like the flashback scenes for William Afton and stuff like that. But there's just one little thing that worries me for this film. Now, I know, let me just explain myself. So, we all know that this film is going to be based on the second game in the FNAF franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And if you're a fan like me, you would know that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is one of the most popular games in the franchise, because it just expanded on the universe on every bit, better. The game expanded on the lore, the mechanics, the gameplay, everything was just a huge improvement over the first installment. And, well, you would know that in Five Nights at Freddy's, you're just set in an office and you're trying to defend yourself from a set of animatronics. And the first original game featured 4 animatronics that occasionally attacked you, and you have to defend yourself by closing the doors and you get what I mean. And in the second film, you have no doors, and instead you're trying to defend yourself by pretty much just wearing a Freddy mask and keeping the puppet in control, or flashing Foxy's eyes and stuff like that. And what I mean here is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has a lot of animatronics. I believe it has about 12, but I might be wrong. But anyways, that's not the point. Basically, FNAF 2 has a lot, like I said, a lot of animatronics, and unlike the first game, it's a lot more convoluted with much more different mechanics for each animatronic. First of all, aside from outside animatronics like the puppet or the balloon boy, there are 2 main sets of animatronics that we encounter in the game: the toy animatronics and the withered animatronics. The toy animatronics are more kid-friendly, more advanced kind of redesigns for the original 4, while the withered animatronics are more broken and messed up and more aggressive versions of the original 4. And, well, since the second film is going to be an adaptation for the second game, the film is actually doing both set of animatronics in this film. They're going to show us both the toy animatronics and the withered animatronics, which I'm personally really excited for. But here's the thing, let me, the Wither animatronics are gonna get wasted in this film. I can already tell. Now, don't attack me in the comments. Don't attack me in the comments, please. Let me just explain myself. So, we know that this film is going to be a little, not like so much, but we know that this film is going to be a little shorter than the first film. And like I said, the first film had only like 4 animatronics pretty much, and it lasted longer, and now we have more than the double amount of animatronics, and they lowered the screen time of this film. That just worries me a little bit. I don't know. This film has insane, and I mean an insane marketing. Like, everywhere I go, I see this film. It's crazy the amount of marketing they're doing for this film. And let's just take a look at the marketing they do, shall we? So, a few months ago, I believe, I might be wrong, but a few months ago, they made this whole like box with curtains in the middle of a city, and they said they were going to open it, and they opened it, and it was a giant fast talker from the film. The fast talker had a Toy Freddy head, just like in the film. It had like a whole countdown thing, I think, but I honestly have no idea what it's supposed to mean, but whatever, I guess, that's not really the point. And another marketing they made was hosting like this event with many actors and voice actors from the film, even like Matt, Pat, Daco, and FNAF were there, I believe, which is really cool actually. They had like the sign from the film, but other than that, they also had some animatronics, and what I mean by that is there was this part of the event where you could take a picture in front of a Toy Freddy animatronic that was hiding behind a curtain, and I think that was like really cool because, you know, it's the image, like the first teaser image for the film. And then another thing that happened was a guy in a Toy Bonnie costume actually walked on stage to talk with people and etc. Like some really cool stuff. And then another kind of marketing they did was with toys. Like I said at the start, Five Nights at Freddy's has a lot of toys. Back in 2015, I believe, Funko got the license for FNAF, and they made like action figures, mystery minis, plushies, and pretty much anything you can think of. And yeah, they were doing it for a while until they lost their license for the action figures, and now Jazzwares has that license. And what did they do? They made Five Nights at Freddy's 2 action figures, which Funko's for some reason never did. I still have no idea why they didn't do that, but Jazzwares made a 4-figure set with Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle. They also did like these Build-A-Figure stuff, but they also have like the original animatronics, so I don't really think that counts. But other than that, what they made was the toy animatronic action figures, which all look pretty good. I really want to buy them actually. And then they obviously also announced some of the voice cast behind the film, and it's just crazy. Megan Fox as Toy Chica, Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie, Kevin Goff as Toy Freddy. Yeah, it's a crazy cast. And then there is the cinema marketing. What I mean by that is a lot of recent blockbuster films make their own like exclusive popcorn buckets and stuff like that for the film, and obviously Five Nights at Freddy's 2 did it as well, and we have a lot of cool popcorn buckets like this one where it's the toy animatronics on a stage, and then this one it's a giant Toy Freddy head, and then they also got these cups with the toy animatronic figures on top. And now just to recap the things I just said, do you see something here? I do. Where are the withered animatronics? All of this marketing is towards the toy animatronics. Like, literally, except for like one poster, there is no withered animatronic marketing. It's all the toy animatronics. Like, even when they made this collab with Popeyes, they also added images of the toy animatronics on the food. Like, where's the withered animatronics? They are like main stuff as well, aren't they? And that's what gets me worried for this film. Like I said, almost every single advertisement for this film is on the toy animatronics. But we were also promised to see the withered animatronics in this film as well. Not to mention, the withered animatronics are almost nowhere to be seen in the trailers as well. We only saw them like booting up, and then we saw this very short jump scare of Withered Foxy, and then we also saw Mike like trying to defend himself with a Freddy mask against Withered Chica, and that's literally it. There's nothing else for the Withers in the trailers. We see the toy animatronics do some crazy shit, like Mangle hops on a car, Toy Bonnie kills a couple, and the Toy Freddy goes to an event, Toy Chica goes to a school and stuff like that. But for the Withers, it's just in one place, and they're doing the same thing, and they're almost doing nothing. So, it's unfortunately my opinion on this. I think they're gonna waste the withered animatronics. Like I said, no advertisement, almost no screen time in the trailers, like no nothing. I think we're gonna like not see withers at all almost in this film, which makes me sad since I really like the withered animatronics, but hey, that's just my opinion. That's just me. So maybe they are in the film, they hid it in the trailers, but then why wouldn't they do marketing? Anyway, still I guess time will tell. The film officially launches on 5th of December, and there's less than a month for the release, and I'm still very excited. I'm still going to see it in theaters opening night. But yeah, the withers just worry me a little bit. But hey, that's just me. Anyway, so that's it for this video. Oh my god, it's been long. I did not expect this video to be this long, but if you watched it till the end, thanks. I really appreciate it. Anyway, see you guys on the next video, I guess, and have a good day.